Hello friends, welcome back to Kosi's Arsenal podcast. My name is Kosi. How are you guys doing? It's a beautiful evening and it is the right time for the predicted lineup. Arsenal up against Liverpool this weekend. It's the biggest, first and foremost, it's the biggest clash in England this weekend. Of course, we know when it is Liverpool and Arsenal, you expect goals. So I expect goals in this one. But I also think it is one game that Mikel Arteta is going to focus on, especially for the fact that he has had time to reflect on the mistakes we've been doing and so many other things. So I'm going to do a predicted lineup of both clubs, Liverpool and Arsenal. How could Arsenal line up against Liverpool, and how could Liverpool line up against Arsenal? For me, I think the lineups will matter so much. Jurgen Klopp has been on a very, very poor run. It matters who he tables on, who puts on the pitch and the results he wants to get. Because Liverpool, they have a poorly unprecedented form that you just can't believe that they're not going to be in Europe next season. You just can't believe it, and they need to fight that. So they need to win each of their last nine games, starting with the Arsenal game. I think we have not been so poor, and I think we can get a result against Liverpool if we use the right lineup. But before I go into the predicted lineup, I just want to turn your attention to two things. One is please smash the like button, and thank you people, because the likes have gone up ever since the last 3 videos. The likes have gone up and that is great. The comments are also there, and please do comment. I want to assure you, any comment is guaranteed a shout out. So I want to offer a shout out to these people. Abaho Godfrey, who said, hello my brother Kosi, we will beat Liverpool 3-1. Kira Christopher, Raka, I said Pepe and Martinelli must start, bro. Mohamed B. Kamara, of course Raka again, and then Elfaz as well, and Joseph Ochari. Thank you so much. The comments really mean a lot to me, and I'll be giving every person who comments a shout out in the next video. So in this one, we're going to be looking at the predicted lineup. That is all. Predicted lineup: Arsenal, who should actually start for us, and Liverpool, who should start for us. Follow me on Patreon. Link is in the description there down. You're just going to spend a few dollars and then you'll get exclusive content. Follow me at Kosi90 more. You'll get all the previews of the other clubs and the other games. And you'll also be able to get the preview of this game. Because this is just a predicted lineup, and we did Mikel Arteta's press conference before, but I'm also going to do a game preview. So if you want to watch the preview, head over to Kosi90 more, and you'll be getting the latest. So let's get the party started, and I think this is one where we have to be very, very cautious, because we might have a couple of injuries. Saka might be out due to injury. Smith Rowe could be out as well due to injury. So given those circumstances, we might need to think harder who starts where and why. And in my opinion, I think this is a game where Alexander Lacazette has to start. He's going to be very, very key in the lineup. I think it's a game where Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang could play if he's not injured, if he's okay. If he's fit, he should play in this one. Of course, that means I'm calling out for 2 strikers. And then finally, I think Partey and Granit Xhaka, that pivot should be very essential in regards to the opponents, Jadon Henderson and either Fabinho or whoever is going to be playing in the Liverpool side. So let us get down to the predicted lineup, and if you agree, smash a like. If you do not agree with my predicted lineup, please go down there and do the needful. Of course, it's as easy as getting me your predicted 11 in the chat. As simple as that. So please give me your predicted 11. I've gone with Ban Leno in goal. First choice goalkeeper. Yeah, he has a couple of issues, but and one of the things I really like about Leno is he's a goalkeeper that really never disappoints on big occasions. I don't know whether many people are going to agree with me. I know we have we have our own differences as Arsenal fans, but one of the things I believe that one of the things I believe we are going to agree upon is Leno is a big game player. he doesn't really disappoint in big games. I think where Leno disappoints is Arsenal, Brighton, Arsenal, Burnley. He's going to make those cheeky stupid mistakes. But against big teams, I've not seen so many problems in him. I've not seen really. Now the other something controversial here is in the right back. I'm going to play Chambers, but let me pick a centre back partnership of Gabriel Magalhaes. I'm going to go with Gabriel. I think he should be playing in this one, and I'm going to give you my reasons, which are very, very easy. I'm going to play Gabriel Magalhaes and David Lowy. Yeah, Gabriel Magalhaes and David Lowy. That should be the partnership. I think for the rest of the season, however much Mikel Arteta wants tasting and changing and trying to look for the right partner for Gabriel or whoever, trying to look for the right partnership, I think for this season, let it be Gabriel and Luis. We are tired of seeing a new centre-back partnership every now and again, every match. For me, it doesn't make sense. I don't know what he's trying to do. You need to get a starting lineup. You need to get an 11 that that is the Arsenal 11. Otherwise, it pretty much explains summarizes our season and explains why we don't have that consistent run of games, either winning or picking up decent points, because we don't have a consistent 11. How do you expect players that lack a chemistry to give you consistent results? So I think Gabriel and Luis should be the centre back partnership that plays for the rest of the season. If you agree, smash the like button. If you do not agree, give me your centre back partnership. In the right back position, I've gone with Callum Chambers. It's crazy, isn't it? I know many people are gonna say, because you're crazy, Yeah, but the reason I've gone with Chambers is I was satisfied, and that is the word. I don't want to change it. I was really satisfied with Chambers' performance against, what team did you play last? Against West Ham. So I think if you look at how he crosses the ball, if you look at how he tracks back, if you look at his moves from back to front, I think he gives you that right picture of a right back. Now look, I think we need an upgrade. I don't think Chambers should be our right back whole season, next season. But with the fact that you're not going to sign in a new right back right now, you need to play the better one. I think for me it's Chambers, and I think Mikel Arteta played him in the last game just to give him match fitness, trying to reward him for his hard work in training. I think that's the reason we could see Hector Bellerin come back in the right back position, but still I would stick with Chambers there. Then captain to be Kian Tierney comes for me. How did I write this? Yeah. That's it. So Kian Tierney comes in the left back. There are no questions about that. I think if it's going to be Salah playing against Tierney, he's going to have a very long night. And the reason I've played Chambers is I want to try to create a little bit of a balance between the left back and the right back. So if you look at Mane and Salah, they're a little bit of balanced, because Mane, the physique and how fast he is and how strong he is, if you compare them to the intelligence of Salah, then you almost have two players that can give you a result, rest assured. So what I'm going to do is play Chambers and Kian, and then in the midfield, I'm going to go with the usual one. Of course, it has become usual, quite predictable, isn't it? Xhaka and Thomas Partey. But I'm not going to play Thomas Partey as my CDM. I'm playing Xhaka as my CDM, and I'm playing Partey just in front of Xhaka, and then I'll play Martin Odegaard as part of the midfield in that number 10 role in a system of 4-2-3-1, although it looks like 4-3-3 here. No problems with that. So let's go with Xhaka, Partey, and Martin Odegaard. And the reason as to why I'm playing Xhaka low or deep in the midfield is we might need a lot of hard work. We might need a lot of donkey work against Liverpool, because I don't expect it to be a game where Arsenal dominate and get have the ball, make those runs. No, it's not going to be like that. It's actually going to be more of a game where you have Liverpool dominating the midfield sometime, and then you have Arsenal dominating the midfield. But it's, for me, I think it's going to be more of a Liverpool, a Liverpool domination of the game. Now I need someone to stop Liverpool. I need someone a little bit hard, and for me that is Partey. I'm going to give him the role to maneuver through the midfield. However, the reason as to why I'm playing Xhaka as my CDM is he can easily fall back and make this defense a defense of 5, not 4. So Xhaka, Partey, and Martin Odegaard will play for me, as the 3 midfielders. Now in front of them, Saka, Smith Rowe are highly doubtable. Actually, they might not play. If any of them will play, they will not start. So it's either Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe, Willian, or Gabriel Martinelli. And I'm a big fan of Gabriel Martinelli, and many people are gonna tell me, Kasi, we should play Gabriel Martinelli. Like you saw one of the comments there. Someone was telling me, we should be playing Gabriel Martinelli, but I'm not going to play Martinelli for my own reasons. To the left, I'm going to play Nicola Pepe. His individual brilliance as a player, okay, not individual brilliance, because we have not seen so much of him in that regard at Arsenal, but what he can offer as an individual player, for me, will mean so much. Like I said, it's a game where Arsenal are not going to dominate. Okay, I don't expect Arsenal to dominate this game. So if Liverpool are having this ball, they're going to have moments where they black out. They're going to have moments where, they lose that ball, and you will need moments of individual brilliance. And if you look at Arsenal, players who can give you the moments of individual brilliance, it's Pepe, it's Willian, it's Gabriel Martinelli, and Bukayo Saka, with of course and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So I will need the individual brilliance of Nicola Pepe. I need him in that one. To the left, to the right wing. I've been thinking of playing Willian there, but I have my own issues with Willian. However much he's more experienced than any Arsenal player, I think, apart from Chambers. He has played this game against Liverpool so many times. Yeah. And I think that's one of the reasons as why I'm going to pick him. But the other thing why I will go with Willian actually is, if you look at how many, let's go with Willian. If you look at how good the Liverpool defense is this season, it gives you a reason to smile as an Arsenal fan. And if you want to expose them, if you want to capitalize on their weakness as the Liverpool defense, the cutbacks of this world, and so on, you've got to have players that run. You've got to have players that have that intellect, that intelligence. And for me, I think Willian has the intel, Pepe has the intel, Odegaard has the intel to break down Liverpool. And then the striker in this case is not going to be Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I don't know why his photo doesn't really appear in create formation, but that's not my concern. For me, my striker is going to be in this one. The striker should be Alexander Lacazette. So Tierney, Gabriel, Luiz, Chambers, Leno, Partey, Xhaka, Odegaard, Pep, Willian, and Alexander Lacazette. Now the question, of course, many people are going to ask, because why did you drop Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in this one? Now, I'm not dropping Aubameyang because of his recent form. No, that's not the reason. Actually, I'm dropping Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang because I think all the goals we are going to score, we shall need to build our goals. We shall need to, capitalize on the little things we have. And I think, we might need to play those long balls, get them up, and then, either Lacazette holds, plays the holding role, or Pepe. And I think, Aubameyang is not good in such, in such games. Aubameyang is good in games where, you're controlling the game and everything is running fine and everything is okay. That is where you want to use him. That is how you want to use him, create spaces for him to run and score. But in games where you want to use tight spaces, like the West Ham game, you're not using him. And you could see how good Lacazette was against West Ham. Because, the first goal, look at the first goal, that tight space, how tight that space was. But, he gets a brilliant first touch and then turns and then hits that ball on the volley. I think it gets off Thomas Tuchel, I think. Thomas Tuchel. And then it hits back, the back of the net. Look at the third goal he scores, which was his first, of course, because the first one is a deflection. Again, the way he arrives and missed that ball, and how Pepe carves that ball in a very, very small space. So I think Pepe, Willian, and Lacazette should be the front three for those reasons. My name is Kosi. I'll be back. Like I said, if you want the game preview, go to Kosi 90 more right now. Go to Kosi 90 more. I'm providing all. Okay, they're not all. I'll do a game preview for Arsenal, Liverpool, for Manchester United, Brighton, for Manchester City, for the Chelsea game. Yeah, I think those for the top four. Oh, I think about the Tottenham game, but I think the big four should actually matter.